Hello everyone, and welcome to Vesever Storytime. How are you all doing today? Cade, thank you very much for that lurk. Oh, just moving some stuff there. So, Danganronpa is finally done. All of it. Went through all the games, so now here we go, moving on to something completely different. I don't remember what that feels like. Alright, now what we're going to be doing is going into Contradiction. It is a full motion video game. And these were like the kind of stuff that I used to play back when I was growing up. My first introduction into them, I think, was some old Sierra games. And then like the classic Command and Conquer as well, so it's going to bring back great memories. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, so let's watch the intro here.
My name is Jenks. Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine.
Yes, Fino, we are done.
A PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
Murder?
Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control.
It's a cult.
Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Oh, he wants to see him, alright. Only playing murder games because, you know, these kind of games are a bit more... They can be a bit more entertaining for myself in terms of the fact that I need to figure stuff out as opposed to just mindlessly button mashing. Okay, I'm attacking things, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yep, beat that next, blah, 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 blah. So it's a bit more to it. Contradict yourself, you sworn fun of the game. Well, the Kingdom Hearts franchise playthrough, yes, that's still at some point. At some point. But it's far down on my list of stuff I want to get done. I have a lot more other things that are a bit higher up on my to-do or to stream list. And then, of course, new stuff keeps coming out, so we'll see if I ever get back to it. Please never make it a point. Ooh, oof. Unfortunately, you know, it's interesting. I've got like a group of people that really want the Kingdom Hearts back, and a group of people that really don't want it back. The joys. All right, we have here case background info. So this is where pretty much what he was just talking about. Oh, yeah, this is exactly what was just said. Okay. Instructions. Kate Vine dried. Oh my god. Drowned in a lake in the woods just outside Eaton Village last Friday night. The game starts 1 week later on Friday at 5 p.m. You can guide Jenks around the village in two ways. You can follow the direction arrows to move to adjacent locations, or you can press the map button and choose a new location. Pressing select will take you to the new location. Oh, is it made for gamepads? Oh well. When you're waiting at a location, you can open your inventory and scroll left and right through your collected items, which include physical objects and information Jenks has collected. You think you can use an item? Try it by pressing select. You can exit the inventory by pressing up and down. Okay, fine. Let's see. Oh, it's not letting my controller be registered. So, I guess, I'm not going to worry about that then. Gotta go pop one of these thingies in here. Oh no. Oh no. I'm terribly awry. Everything's Try that again. There we go. Now I'm getting things connecting properly. Huzzah. Beautiful. Okay. The controls have been murdered. I know. It's like, my goodness. If you see the magnifying glass, it means Jenks has seen something interesting. Press the investigate button to see Jenks find out what it is. If he can, he'll collect the item and it'll be added to your inventory. At some locations, you'll find one of the villagers you can interview. After Jenks introduces himself, you'll get the opportunity to ask them about any item in your inventory. Simply select the item you want Jenks to ask about. Only the black and all the rest of it. If you choose wrong, you'll be arrested. The reply the bar beneath the inventory shows a summary of the reply. Okay, cool. Now you start looking for contradictions. You're wrong! These must be from the same interviewee, but will always be from two different items. When you select a reply, it will be added to the contradiction box on the right. Compare two contradictory replies and watch as they turn green and Jenks interrogates the suspect. This will lead to new information and often a new chapter, progressing the game an hour at a time until you reach midnight. New chapters introduce new scenes and often opens up new locations to explore, things to find, and suspects to meet. If you get stuck, first make sure you've asked everyone about all the items in your inventory. Then make a visit to the call box in West Lane. Jenks will speak to the chief inspector, and you should get a clue as to what to do next. You can also try tips from the main menu to help you through the game. These will advise you on what to do next and when to call the chief. If you're really stuck, try a cheat. This will give you a big clue. It will be added to your cheat count, so try not to use too many. I'll be known as a cheater. No. Okay, cool. Start game. Ooh, look at these little thingies.
My name is Jenks.
Oh no.
Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report...
Let's click to exit because we've already watched that. Rebecca's house. Welcome to Edenton Village. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see a magnifying glass, try investigate button to see Jenks investigate. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items. This is the day before that she was out. Last Friday. 1 week later. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items. Yeah, we've read about that. Cool. I guess let's go to the pub. How dare they not answer? And then like when I move my cursor over, is that where I get the thing to pop in, I wonder? Go hide behind the house. It's a little jittery here and there, which is a little odd. Like it's not supposed to be played in full screen mode. It's interesting. Go right along Woods Lane. Oh jeez, there's like a lot of places to go. I want to continue along there. That's what I was trying to do. Continue along the path. Oh, okay. So that one had a thingy there.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
A key. Click to try using this. There's no use for the silver key here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Improve your spiritual intelligence.
Wow,
Improve your life.
isn't that interesting?
What is with this? Intellectual, not intelligence. Yeah, I was reading it totally wrong. Oh, I can actually click push pins to go places. Oh, so this way it's a lot quicker. I don't have to necessarily go along the scenic route. That's nice. Okay. Okay, and then that's beautiful. And if he needs to go find clues, he's already had to deduce who committed the crime based on playing chemtrails. Exactly. They flew down in a very specific way, so you know it's yeah. We needed to go to Eden Lodge. Knock for Simon. Boy.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make sure nobody else is there. Excellent. Now I can murder him.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
I like all these faces. His models look a bit off.
Is it okay,
very
Nick?
close to something.
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
They're very
Water.
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
over the top, I think, so far is what it is. Your first interview! First, pick an item you want to ask about, then click Ask. To see Jenks, ask about it. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what was said in the box at the bottom. Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box. You can run replies at a time. You can start looking for now you can start looking for contradictions. Find 2 contradictory replies, then add them to the contradiction box. They go green, sit back and watch Jinx interrogate your interviewee. Tinfoil hat people are crazy. They do not make tinfoil hats anymore. It's made from aluminum, which is super conductive. Oof. Oof. That's not good. Okay, so the Kate Vine's death. Okay, let's talk about this.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
Oh, Jay.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
That was just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
He's very
Yeah, well,
expressive in
my
how he
group isn't
talks.
doing it this
This
Friday,
Jenks
but,
fellow.
one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, okay, so that's how you do that.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Doesn't know anything about the license. I see, I see. I don't think we really have any contradictions here. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Okay. Only known Kate for 3 months. Okay, didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas, and Kate often seemed drunk at Atlas.
Thank
So
you.
was it Emma?
Probably be back later.
Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't seem happy about that. Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Do tell.
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it
I
wasn't
know,
at
right?
first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Now, would this be a contradiction? Not her usual self and didn't see her very often? Oh, interesting. So it's only... Okay, neat. So it's not like Danganronpa, where if I do it wrong, it's like, this is a wrong contradiction. Ah, everybody hates me! It just grazed. I was like, no, that's nothing about a contradiction. Otherwise, it would be green. So if you're really stuck, you could sit here and go like, okay, do, and so on.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Okay. Let's see here. Investigation around Eden Lodge. We'll head into the woods. Let's go left into the woods here. Let's. Ooh, I don't know. Spooky. Oh, let's go to the jetty.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Truly wedged in, you say? I bet you I could use this key to help unwedge it. Come on, man. Let's go further into the woods then. Into the clearing. There's nothing here. I think we're safe. Oh my gosh. So much flickering. Okay, you know what? Let's see if perhaps we exit the full screen. If we do that. Problem with that is then it just remains small for everyone. Right? The game capture doesn't seem to work with this one. Yeah, it looks like that's just how it'll have to be then. Oh well. It's just some flicker every now and then when it's loading new screens, so it's not too bad. Oops. Head towards Atlas. Oh, look at this head state. Oh, cool. I can just go right into the Atlas building. Oh, maybe I can't.
Have to come back later, I think.
Go back later or use a dropped silver key. Oh. Unfortunately, that key does not work. Guess let's go back to the lake. Now, is this where the body was found? It's not letting me look there. And this one I couldn't use. It's not for here, even though this is where I found it. Oops. Rebecca's pub is closed. And nobody's opening it. Key doesn't work there. Yes, here's the garage. Nope. Doesn't get used here. All the chief, you say? Oh, okay, so this is like where you go for the hints. You're all going to the pub, it'll be closed. Oh, no! Damn, closed. Even the chief doesn't want to talk to me. Rough. Very rough. Oof. Alright, so there's something I'm supposed to apparently find, I guess. Around Woods Lane, because, you know, that's... It's about investigating around Eden Lodge. There's nothing for me to see here. Oh. It throws me off because I'm not used to games actually turning your perspective. Because normally when you go back, it's exactly looking at it where you go up, right, left. Okay, I go up. Oh, nope, we go back down and then still go back up. But no, it's like you actually turn around and you go. So it's a nice little touch. Oh, there were some things to look at here. That's part of the problem.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Yoink! Well, I've got a lot of things I can talk to them about. Homebrew equipment, private anima kit. What's to say? Well, bait. That's a very good question. You know. Okay, so now we can go back to the jetty, and we could probably use the screwdriver on the jewelry.
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
I found evidence! Broken pendant, eh? Who would know most about jewelry? You have things you haven't asked Simon and Emma about yet. This trigger, ooh, it's, yeah. Look at him just hiding out in the docks here. Creeping around underneath the boards. Him and his murder just skulking about.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright, we've gone through the death. We've gone through the license. Don't care about that. Ask her about the bike.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
Alright, so Bait, do you think I should start talking when I stream a bit more like this? Yeah? I think that, you know, it might be very nice for everybody to see just how animated I am. And perhaps, you know, it might add something to make it hurt. Goodness, I feel so silly doing that.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
You don't know about the bottles. How would you not know? If this is the same house, lodge, whatever.
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewelry, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
Have you seen this?
Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Oh boy. Yeah, look at all this stuff we've got going on here now. All right, let's go
Be
talk
back
to
later on, if that's okay.
1:30 a.m. Oh gosh. Why stay up so late? It's crazy to me. Crazy. Well, I shouldn't speak. I've been having terrible sleeps of late. Ugh.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment.
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
You like brewing?
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
You know what this is?
Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Wait. Okay, were the necklace at college? Months. He's only known her for 3 months.
Aha.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
6 p.m.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Nope, didn't. No, nope. Excuse me. Ooh, press the bell. Let's do it. I'm one of those annoying people. Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
Not this crap again.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Ooh,
Well,
she's
I
very
just
happy
wanted
about
to
that.
ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Try to avoid using the bell. Find it odd. So many places leave the front counter unattended. Yeah, I mean that's the only time that I usually get the chance to use the bell because either they're right there, and if they're busy, well, I'm not going to ring the bell because that's stupid. They're right there and they can see me, so that's fine. But yeah, when it's Just this empty desk. I'm looking around. It's like, huh? Hello? Will they even hear this bell? Bing! No, I didn't think so. Bing, bing! Slam me will look in the eye. Assert my dominance that I'm the next customer in line. Unfortunately, I don't really have a bell that I can ring here. Ding, 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 ding.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Nobody seems to know anything about her license.
Did you know Kate?
Wait,
Not very well.
she should have.
Came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person.
She's a barkeep.
You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Interesting. Do that with the hospital beds, and people try kind of like, oh my god. Some people just think that the whole world revolves around them. It's ridiculous. We were at family birthday party 2 weekends ago. Big line at the swimming pool, going up like this, going around by the front doors. People are coming at the front doors and like, pop, trying to sandwich themselves into the middle of the line. It's like, come on. No, you can tell there's this big line. Get to the back. What the No, nothing but a bike. She doesn't know about screwdrivers, old bottles.
Do you recognize this?
You just walk through them.
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Oh, yeah. What would she say about his
Know
homebrew?
anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Okay. But I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
that's it for now. Thank you.
There's sometimes when it's okay to be an ass. And at that point, it's not so much that you are an ass anymore. It sounds busy, but I see no one. Alright, let's leave the pub. Well, and that's just the thing. Assholes are going to continue being assholes until somebody steps up to them. Because then they keep getting away with it. So, and then it's when you find... Hey, wait, where are you going? Oh, this guy's sneaking around.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Maybe that's the breakage fee. Yeah, I'll have to go ask about that later. Ooh. Padlocked door, you say? I just so happen to have a drop silver key. It's not breaking and entering if I have the key to get in, right? Right? Ooh, look at that lovely mask.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
What, are you just taking the mask? This guy, like, I think this guy has come from Skyrim. He's just like, oh yeah, let me talk to you, and oh yeah, one more. Take this, and I'm going to come over here, and yep, this is mine as well, and yeah.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Too dark, you say? Looks to me like I would need to find something. Click to try using this? Wait, what? I should hope there's no use for using it here. What kind of wishbone video game is this? Hey, Blitchy, how you doing? We're trying to investigate a murder. Oh, sorry. We're trying to investigate a murder. And how are you doing today? I hope that you are quite well. Apparently, I need to be a bit more flamboyant as I speak to all of you. Now, here's the thing. We'll just finish being BLT. Now we. I had some homemade chili, which isn't nearly as tasty as BLTs. Now, are these like fresh homemade BLTs that we're talking about here? Or eating out? Both of which are okay. Alright, but investigate the woods again. There are also things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, and Rebecca about. Yes, I know about Rebecca. I need to go back for. To the woods, eh? Alright. I guess let's start here. Oh, you just made them maple bacon cheddar cheese. Wait, what? Bacon, mild Hawaiian. Jeez.
I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right. You can carry on if you want to. I was just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
I knew her.
Jeez,
Well,
mate, I was
that's
just
the
here to
question,
smoke
please.
up and
Dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse.
And what's your name?
why hiding a hookah? For no reason. No reason. Alright, back here. Go ahead into the woods. Anything about the jetty again now? Oh, nothing new here. Well, do you really think he's going to give a very apt description of his farmhouse? Considering he's running away with his hookah. Yeah, mate, you can find me in the farmhouse. Imagine hiding other paraphernalia about hookah, completely unused. Oh, who says he was unused? They just didn't want to show it used because he had it out in his lap first, so he was using it. Wow. Okay, they're trying to show that it was being used. You have to remember this was a Kickstarter game. We're not talking AAA studio here, so. Atlas is probably still closed. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we need to go find what's his face at Abbey Farms. Well, haven't been burned. There's no shisha in it. Oh my goodness.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Bliss is just on this. She's like, it's got to be used. What is this? Why is he running? Gah! But also, I'm still very jealous of your BLT. They sound so freaking delicious. Oh. Let's ring the doorbell.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time.
Didn't take you long to find.
Close the doors, shall I?
Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
Even the specter's really tall, that roof is
Why are you
super
asking
low.
me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Okay, now before I start
Thank
talking
you.
to him about all
Probably
this
be back
stuff,
later.
Liar's the guy in the hat? Yes. Oh, please don't your face more. I'm sorry. That's true. I need to. It's not a detective hat. Fine. Oh, do I still have that other one here? Do I? Curses! I don't have my young son's fedora little thing that I've worn once before. Perhaps there we go. Nope, that's not going to work. Huh. There. This is my hat. It's not quite a detective hat, I know. Now I'm a trucker yet. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't. Curses. If only I knew where that other hat was. I'm going to try. Look at American redneck. Yeah, I know, with the plaid and the trucker hat. Yeah, we're gonna go up these. We just want to go up these stairs here. And Cheese, welcome. How are you doing today? We're glad to see you here. I think I'm going to look inside this greenhouse. Now, what could be inside there? Extraordinary. Well, I'm pleased that you think I look extraordinary like that, Blitchy. Perhaps I should look more into that kind of wardrobe. Hey, what's this? The stuttering.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Please don't. More tired. I was stressing you a little more than usual. What's happening tomorrow, Cheese? What's happening tomorrow? Are we talking about the RP? Something else? Oh, the wisdom teeth removal. Oh, it is tomorrow. Oh. Well, hey, think of it this way. Once they're out, then at least you won't have to worry about that pain just right in the back of your mouth there. It's when I had my root canal, and I honestly didn't even realize how much of that pain I was suppressing through like just pain tolerance. But once it was gone, and that was done, I actually felt so good after. I was sitting there going like, wow, I never realized. Like, I knew there was some pain, which is why I was, going for that root canal. And there was a constant bit of pain. But I didn't realize just how much there was. So I am excited that once you get them removed, you will probably, there's going to obviously be the little bit that you need to heal up. But after that, you're probably going to feel so much better. I need root canals later. Wait. So they're taking out your wisdom teeth, but not doing a root canal at the same time? They're just leaving the roots there? Or are you talking about later ones? Might be. That seems weird, because if they take them out and leave the roots there, anything that's touching them is going to be terrible. Okay, so now we've
Few
done,
more
we've looked up
questions, if you don't mind.
everywhere in the farm. Now we can start asking him everything.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Yeah, I know. You could still socialize and not be after trying to get into her pants.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
I don't know, he looked away there.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Tar.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Reminds you of the shifting detective. Haven't heard of that. Lethal, and yet here he is.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Mumps. He says months weird. Mumps.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Instead of just holding up, he's like, ho ho, ho ho, ho. I guess, you know, if I'm ever asking you guys questions about stuff on stream, I should try holding up more props. It's like, so, how do you guys feel about death? With the skulls and spooky things. Do you ever use tape to fix items around the house? I just happen to have random stuff on my desk, yes.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want.
Now, there was no actual slippage bait, so I think I'm safe. And is no longer on Twitch, so...
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
I don't do it for me. Cool! So I can have this, right?
And hookah pipes. I
Yes.
wonder what else James is into.
That's what scrying is. Yeah, he's,
Thank you. Probably be back later.
doesn't want to say exactly what it is. He just makes the stuff, okay? Back off. He just makes them. People think that's, you know, there for scrying, so he's just going along with that. Sure, yeah, this is for scrying. Alright, so I need to go back, ask the barkeep about that broken window. Because what's-her-face paid for the breakage fee, so it's probably for the broken window.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
And it's not that it's not known, because, well, it's covered.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
Suitable? So, geez, what? You know what? Let's see here. What I can do
Thank you.
is go like this. Because we've got a bunch of new people here. Boom! This is the intro.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was
While this
a
is
simple
going, I'll
accident
actually be right back.
or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
And that is the introduction as to what everything is. Then we came in and we just started looking around, trying to find stuff. It's interesting. We went, found a key on the ground. We're just kind of finding random things and then asking people about them so far. Let's use this. Stab it on the counter. Nope. Okay, fine.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
All right, so we had asked everything except... Cardboard mask?
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
It's not made by the same person, but that is the exact same actor. Oh. Does he do the lean in and head bombs the whole time? Yes. You don't like Rebecca? You lose their neckline like that? Cannot be trusted. Oh my. How can she not be trusted? Tell me more about this.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Just Sammy and over the top. So far. Oh, there's the broken pub window. Wait. Oh, wait. Doesn't know who broke the window. Or an argument between two girls outside. Window broken. Yeah, how would you not know who broke the window considering what's her face gave you $20? For a breakage. Specifically.
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been. Yeah.
What?
Could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that? Be back later on if that's okay.
Hey, Zatran, how's it going? We're having some fun with Danganronpa in real life here. And trustworthy is right. So now we need to go talk to Simon, Emma, and Germs. Oops, wrong button. Okay, let's go talk to those people over here, Simon, Emma. So it said Simon seems to be the one that we need to chat with.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Am I choosing my own adventure? Yes. I'm finding out all the things. All the things. Okay, does he know about
Do you know
this?
anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
He brews his own beer. Why would he need to go there?
Have a look at this. Know anything
He's
about
so
that?
impressed with himself every time he brings out. Hey.
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What did you find out about it?
Internet
Well, it was
anonymity.
advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
This guy's such a hoarder.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Everything off the street. I like that. You go yoink. Ay vey. I did ask about the bicycle, yes. Belongs to Simon's cousin. Only way Simon can get to work.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's.
I do understand.
He's into like new age stuff, mysticism,
Evidence.
magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would you think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
We were talking about tinfoil hats earlier, right?
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just Okay, straight back.
Yeah, straight back. Kyoko better than this guy? I don't know, man. I mean, Kyoko was great at deduction stuff, but she's always so quiet. Like, I'm just going to silently think about it. So while she may have been better, she's not as entertaining! Okay, let's talk to Emma now.
Probably be back later.
Okay, we last finished... Oh, wow. Okay, we last finished about the broken pendant. This. Okay, so homebrew.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No.
Coca
I don't like
and
beer.
Flora.
I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Oh, look at her! Miss, I don't like beer. Or much other drinking. Mainly wine. Woo. How are you all doing today? Here's in time. We're trying to figure out a wonderful murder here. Well, it's a murder, so I don't think it's wonderful, but...
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub. A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Boy, I wonder who that college friend could be.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Yeah, I think that's a contradiction. She's a college friend. Yeah, I don't know who broke the window. Remember, she's fine with wine. She likes wine. So she probably had herself a nice glass of Chardonnay. Or
have you seen
something.
One of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't.
It's a scrying mirror, Flora.
But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
These are hokey and dumb, and this is how you do it.
You just stare like this, and then you see.
See what?
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work.
She seemed to be getting a little sucked in there for that. You can't with this guy. You can't. No, it's Look at her, Miss. I don't like beer. Excellent clip. Thank you. Almost like luckily you can't see me blush very well underneath all this lovely fur.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Yeah, it's like,
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
You know,
often did you
some
go?
people have
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
interesting
Yeah, I've been to
choice.
something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Words are hard. Interesting choices of stuff. Clothing. I don't know. I've lost it. I'm done. I'm too busy thinking. This guy. All right, so let's see. There was. Where was that? Okay, broken pub window. Was this? No. With the key to the pub girl. She doesn't want it. She doesn't. Nobody wants to talk about the key. The key to your chest. She's necessarily the murder, but maybe she saw the dead body, did nothing. That is a good question. Now she was talking about. You know, yeah, everybody knows it's been a week before I've come in. But she was starting to see something in the mirror there, yeah. Cause what was it about the mirror? Mirror doesn't work. Saw them last Friday. Then for the argument, went home to see parents Thursday. Wait. She went home to see her parents Thursday night. What, James was selling them last Friday.
Aha.
This game recent?
So,
I don't
you went
think
home
so.
to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
At least he called her out on it.
What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate, but why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Maybe she broke a mirror.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. You should call the chief for an update. Also, things that you haven't asked James and Rebecca about. Alright, let's go to the phone box. Nope. Let's call the chief for that update. Oh, they don't...
Yeah, Chief, I had a confession from Emma Bowman. It turns out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for.
What were they arguing about?
Money. Emma says she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it. Something doesn't add up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No. Call me back when you know some more.
Okay. Speak later, Chief.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, they did do a good job with the production work. Unfortunately, the little flickering is bothering me a lot, but... Okay, wait. So, there was also... Kate finds death. What was that? No. She's the one I found out about the... Oh, broken pen. She bought lots of new jewelry, but she had money problems. A flash game? Psh, right, it's okay, didn't have it, but still paid for the damages. Yeah, and that's the thing. The jewelry... Well, she said she lent her the money for the damages, was it? What, the murder game with mystery flicks? What, blah, 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 blah. Wait, huh? Wait. I'm confused. I was just saying, I don't like the flickeriness of this. Oh, Slimulac. Well, that was different flickeriness. That was different. This one, it's like weird loading things that's going like it's loading oddly. Okay. So it was... Bought lots of new jewelry. And... lent money, I guess. Yes, okay, good.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Ooh, now we're getting into it.
Back later.
Okay, to answer your question, Flora, yes, I am planning on playing the second one. I was waiting for it to come out on Steam first, instead of... I know it was out on iOS and some other stuff, but I'm not going to hook up my phone to play it, whatever. I was waiting for it. They ended up delaying it until January 30th, I believe. And welcome, Chris. How you doing today? Okay, so now we need to go talk to James and Rebecca, I'll say. Steamify. Hey, I've also got GOG. I've got Origin. I've got Epic Game Store. I've got Ubi. Oh my, Uplay. I've got them all. Alright, so anyways, James and Rebecca. We've got some additional stuff yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so James was the Abbey Farms guy, I believe. Oh, the farming simulator? I'm actually interested in that. I want to see, because I've played some simulator games before, and an old farming simulator one a long time ago.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Yes, let's ask about this
Know
argument.
anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
No. Come on.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
My life is just passing me by. And, I just don't care about making much more of it. I'd rather just go to the woods with my hookah and just sit there. Not light it or anything, I just like to hold it while I look into the water. That's all I like to do. Then here I am sitting there, and some posh daft fool
That's all for the moment.
comes
Thank
up.
you.
Now, he didn't have the mirror at that point. I grabbed that from his greenhouse. Okay, so we have to go ask Rebecca about the Atlas poster, then we'll call the chief again. Bing, bing.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Cool story, thank you.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
When it's too damp to go into the woods, where else do you think he'd go? Well, that is a very good question. Now we gotta go call the chief. Alright. To the West Street. This actually makes me kind of want to go play Riven and Mist again. Or that there was that new one that came out. That was supposed to be like a spiritual successor. I remember when I was little, I played Riven. Mist 2? Was it Mist 2? Oh, okay.
Is it Jenks by any chance?
Yes, Chief.
Surprise, surprise.
More news. Turns out the argument between Emma and Kate wasn't about money. Apparently, Kate was going to blackmail Ryan Rand because she had information that Ryan was having an affair with a student. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
How did Emma find out about it?
Well, they were friends, so I presume Kate just told her.
Policemen don't presume, Jenks. They find out. If Emma was trying to talk her out of it, she must have had a reason. There's something missing, Jenks. Find out what Emma had to do with it.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Bye-bye.
Really, Coca? Really? It's a mystery? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, this is why we can't have nice things. Okay, so... Now... there was the... What's her face? So, Emma. About that Ryan guy.
A few more questions, please.
Because if they all went to a seminar... There we go. Okay, so far, I'll give you that.
You went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was
there you go,
having the
cheese.
affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and... what?
Something on my
She
monitor.
just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Ooh, we've moved up to 7.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of a Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
She's clean, you think, huh? Oh yeah, you're seeing the achievements pop up because I'm doing a window capture, eh? Oh, so what I should also do then is... Success. Okay, so now we gotta go looking around. Yeah, it wouldn't allow me to do a game capture on this game for some strange reason. What if Ryan's in his office yet? To Atlas Estates! Yes, it is open. Ooh, look at this nice clean floors. Why else would it be showing me his shoes so much?
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
So then let's try the door on the right instead. Look at this carpet. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
He's like, well, you're already in. He's just like, whoop!
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was.
Kid Vine.
All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
Ooh.
Then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
He looks guilty. Look at him. Oh, yes. Well, cheese, you see. Sometimes people of my stature. Start all the way at the top.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day. Benefits of being married to the landlady.
Yeah.
How had she seen that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
Especially
so
in the
be
bed.
enjoying the course.
As far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
His voice actually sounds familiar to me for some reason. Huh. Your city was mentioned in the game. Ooh, it's always exciting when you have
you
a
seen
city that you
this
live
before?
in. Like,
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
how come nobody's seen her driving license before? Especially the bartender. That's the thing that's making me upset. Isn't worth asking about the silver key.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Excellent profit margin for us. yes, quite.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
What is with everybody like, oh, he makes homebrew, does he? Homebrew's good stuff. You make it right.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Hey, DJ. Another investigation? I know, right? Chapter 6 ends, and then they start talking about fiction, the whole Danganronpa universe being fiction, and they're like, yeah, this is fiction, but here, we're about to go into the real world. So they went through the whole. Now we're into the real world. So now we're into the real world version of Danganronpa here. And once again, there's a murder, and we're trying to solve it. So that's just, yeah, that's how it is. I like V3 overall. I quite enjoyed it. I think it worked quite well. Chapter 7 graph is crazy, exactly. Or is it a murder? Yes, quite. Does the investigator think he is about to go on a safari? You know, maybe. Oh, everybody ready for him to pull out the cardboard mask?
Can you tell me about this?
God damn it.
Haven't seen that for a while. We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Let's see. Anna, hello and welcome. I hope you enjoyed this as your background noise. You looked V3 after you stepped away from the ending and just read stuff online. You see, I think it ties well with what it was trying to do before the ending credits. I liked how it all did all that stuff. And then the after ending credits, I just assumed was there just so this way they didn't get completely crucified by people that absolutely loved the Danganronpa 1 and 2. And also the Spirit Girls. Saying that, oh, well, no, it could be she was lying and they are real and this is a world. Yeah, there might be more killing games. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm going with more the fact that, you know, it's all true. That those were fictions and all that. And, you know, it's all about those feelings of the characters. More crazy every time he pulls out. Yeah, he gets very excited about this mask. And this. What time was Ryan at the bar? I don't remember. Ooh, he's going to be excited about this scrying.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Watch yourself.
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Oh, dang. Yeah, you know, it's all into Satan worship, blood rituals, whatever, you know. Oh, but, you know, that was back when I was a teen. Doesn't matter now. Some woman dead. Nah, nothing. You're animated enough, you know. I'm trying, Vic. I'm trying. You know, like every normal teenager. I mean, like, come on, you guys. Didn't you all do this? I mean, I played D&D when I was a teenager. Heck, I still do. I sit there, I roll the dice. You pray to those dice gods. You're like, yeah, give me that natural 20, baby. I'll do anything for this natural 20 right now. Oh, it's a 3. What the? Anyways, and then yeah, then you curse the gods for those critical ones instead.
Do you know anything about an
Oh
argument?
yeah, the mass
last
book burnings
Friday?
of that. Oh
What time?
jeez.
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
A head start, you say?
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Atlas.
Okay, that's it for now.
I just kind of stole. Okay, that's it for now. See you later. I just like how he said that. Ooh, they screwed up your weighted die. He's hoity-toity, but he doesn't. And he seems to be, you know. Yeah. Nope. Curses. Wanted to leave. It's nighttime now, so I should actually walk instead of. Because who knows what's new now. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. What's happening here?
Mind not defacing public property, please.
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
Rock! Oh, yeah!
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Spin it in the jar if it keeps settling on the same side it's weighted. Oh. Interesting. Salt water with that. Huh. I kind of should do that with some of my dice. Punch that man in the face? I know, right? Oh, hey. Hey, Tails. How's it going? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what you guys get. Did I change this? Let's see. Oh, interesting. Ditch. Ditch! What? Secret satanic symbol? I know he was saying that as a teenager, he was very much into that. Oh no. Oh no, you're looking at my commands. How dare you? How dare you? There you go. I just gotta do it, you know, where Only I can do those specific call out ones. Because I was having a certain someone that was going through all of them in a row. Oh, as I fail how to do my own bait command. Rough. Oof. It was you know, satanic rituals, black magic, killing people on a semi-normal basis, hiding the bodies, eating some arms, sacrificing some babies, eating blood. Yeah, this is being fun. All right, you gotta head out, Vino. You know what? It's late over there. I don't blame you. You have yourself a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time, where we will be with another investigation, because I have more investigative games. Good times. Catch you later. Yeah. So since we were talking about satanic symbols and stuff, let's head back to talk to that guy and ask about that quickly. Since we're right here. Didn't do this to teenagers? You know, I did the torturing, I think. I didn't do any of the actual full sacrifices.
Things, please.
Yeah, so we have this hand carving symbol.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Oh, I guess that's that.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, so back to over here. The entire party got wiped out. Those dragons massacred you. Oof, that's rough. Okay, so yes, we went into this clearing. There was nothing to check out there. Now we are heading towards the lake junction. Want to go into the jetty, see if anybody's like pissing into the lake right now. Nope, we're all good there. Oh, is that where they moved? They went over there now, I think. Let's see how it is. Oops. Oh! Back! Lake Junction. Entrance. Path end. Oh.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Wait, what?
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Or sod?
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Yeah, just some random drunk guy. Yeah, go check out this thing. Oh.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Ah, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Only you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
So, they didn't clue in on this at all? It just happens to be another suicide a year. Oh, blimey. There's another one there, eh? And yeah, roaming the streets a lot. I mean, there's a reason why people always go to bars and stuff in D&D or quests, or heck, in Private Eye movies. Everybody goes to bar keeps and everything, right? Oh yeah, all about them shoe shots. Gotta show them. Them pointy toes. Okay, yep, nothing new here. Nothing here. Yep, second. No, okay. So, nothing there.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
More questions for you, sir. You know the liar? Oh no. No, Diesel, no. No, why? Why do you do that? You know, you're just going to make people question you more, and then they'll have to talk to you more. Do you really want more people talking to you? I mean, isn't it better just to kind of, sit in the corner? That's what I do. I like to just sit there and go and listen. Listen to all the conversations. Just ask anybody in chat here. I'm a lurker. I sit there and then I say things to show that I have been there listening. And then they're like, oh no!
Did that? Did it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people.
Like how he's just sitting there.
Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Liam
You'll probably
Neeson.
be back later.
He killed Liam, then killed her for killing him. Oh my goodness. No, no, no Twilight, whatever. Okay, was it over here? No, okay. Right, it was behind Brandon House, that's what I'm thinking of. He's zipping up when he leaves. His little bag there, his lovely satchel. That's where he's carrying all of this evidence. No! I always get turned around when that happens. Alright, so we're back to the pub. I still don't have anything that could brighten up the back. No light or what have you. Let's try to go to the restaurant first. Well, still nothing here. Bing, bing.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
He just likes going around flashing the horns at everyone.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Totally metalhead. Yeah, banging. Okay, let's... I don't think there'd be anything new here, though. Because I still need to find something to light up the back. I don't have... Yeah, no, I've got nothing. You're just waiting for someone to say, yeah, rock on! Nothing here. Still nothing here either. So we'll knock for Emma.
A couple more questions, if that's okay. If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
Who's getting a little more impatient now?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
He's getting a little testy about that. Nobody knows anything.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Oh, whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. I meant to go click this Simon.
There you go. Come on.
Oh, he looks happy to see me almost. Oh, except for that little eyes up at the end there.
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together.
Ah.
The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
Herbs.
James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Only one?
It's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's his way of telling me to go look for the herbs. Well, pretty much, Cheese. You're able to send as many coins as you want to go raid a dragon's den. It's pretty much, it's a bet. And then you have a chance of winning and doubling your gains.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
You're right, Cheese.
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes. What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Nice. You got your coin back. Woohoo! You got a lovely coin. Now, Chris, that's how you do it. You do a stealth run. Okay, so before I forget,
Probably be back later.
I want to go try looking for these herbs in this greenhouse. That's this one here. Sorry. Next pin. Because he says Abbey Farm. He lived here.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. It's up
Yep.
the hill over there.
There we go. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's a cooldown. Ooh. I think you can do... What was it? There's a command to see how many coins you have. Oh yeah, exclamation mark gold. And I'll tell you, oh my gosh, your total coins that you have. Well, you might have to, yeah. So we can go further up now. Blitchy, I know. There's all the, there's a lot of little behind the scenes things that I've kind of worked on. That whole adventure thing was actually from a long time ago. Back when I was trying to do my whole stream as dragon themed. But then I was sitting there going like, well, I don't really have any dragon stuff. I'm not doing anything with dragons. So I kind of ended up putting on the back burner. But the framework's all still there. Yeah, I don't think I have roulette.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Commands list though. Ooh, I see how it is. Let's see here. Heist, duel, free for all. Oh. Commands list? That's weird. Because I don't even have an option for roulette. What are you talking about? Oh, stream elements. Oh. 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 I don't have anything stream elements set up in terms of games and what have you. My stuff's through Stream Labs. That's just because I have a Stream Elements bot in here because I am slowly switching over to Stream Elements. Like, yeah. So it's slowly getting there. I just find that the Stream Elements, there's a lot more you can do with it. Hey, guitar. Okay, so now back. Oh wait, we're right by James's house. Why would we even need to? Yeah, let's try using this packet of dried leaves, baby. Oh, no use, darn. Yeah, guitar. This is chapter 7 from Danganronpa 3. When they said that they don't know about the real world, what's truth, what's lies, they've gone through the crack. We're now on the other side, exploring. We're in another murder mystery already. It's not the peaceful world that Tsumugi was saying. Oops, wrong one. Gotta go down a little bit further. And yeah, I mean, this is what Shuichi was. Unfortunately, with how things went in that trial, he's feeling a little more self-conscious again.
Thank you.
So he's got the hat back.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
He should. Okay, package dried leaves.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
I see. And leaves are great. Yeah, dried mint just in a bag on the floor. I mean, it does have MM, right? But there was plant science. Where was the one about not knowing about leaves? Oh, it's homebrew, right? No. His degrees in plant science. Wait. If his degree was in plant science. Oh wait, sorry, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm being dumb. Okay, open and smell. I tried clicking to use it, but it didn't do.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Okay, so we're investigating one suicide right now, yes. But then there is... Turns out there was another suicide a year before. And that's pretty suspicious.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Because we're an inspector guitar. It's what we've got to do to get to the truth.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
James.
It's hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't
James.
expect Becca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Guitar's got a new waifu. We're saved.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All right, back to James. They only hurt you in the end, guitar. It's going to turn out she's going to be the killer, and then she's going to get punishment time.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
James, mint.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So
James!
you've never heard of salvia?
No.
James, you just said that you... Doesn't know much about plants. Oh yeah, I took a degree in plant science.
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
Oh.
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
Yeah, you
Sure.
did.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look.
Because
if
he
you want.
traded it for
That's
herbal
okay,
teas,
I'll look
right?
later.
With
The only drug
Simon.
he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Shows how useless degrees are now. You know, I personally feel that on-the-job experience is more important. But how do you get that when people want degrees? And then when you finally get that degree, you're supposed to have had like 10 years of experience already, and you're like, what? Okay, so his private use. That he said he trades it. With the box of old balls? No. Homebrew. Yeah.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew. So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
How many?
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay.
Oh.
So what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye.
Probably because you're already in, Chris.
I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult.
Or it started
we
already.
had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay,
How?
start again.
How did you get rid of them?
What?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, then selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities,
dang.
wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give it down.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I could tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
We're getting all the plot here.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Yeah, Kate did.
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Sure, James. It was totally
Well,
your
was
flyers
a
that
lot
shut
to
them
take in.
down.
Does James really believe all this stuff? This
No.
is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Totally not the fact that they had a killing and now they have to lay low. Oh, totally the flyers.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
All right, now back to the pub. Oh, I guess that's just behind, which can't do right now anyways. I was open a little bit after Third Eye closed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They just rebranded.
Ask about a few more things, please. Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person.
Magic missile!
I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
I put on my hat and my wizard hat and grabbed my staff. Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. That leaves us. We've investigated everywhere. We just have to talk to Simon and Emma a little bit more about these new things that we found, and then we can go confront Ryan with all these contradictions that we're finding.
Couple more questions, if that's okay? Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No.
She's like, my order!
Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Wait, no, he traded with Simon for the homebrew. Just in case. What was it about? Oh, that thing's gone. Oh, okay, I guess because it's not relevant to this conversation. Alright, never mind then.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
This is when he said, oh, but this one's totally legal. You sure you haven't tried it? I hear it's good stuff.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
For once, she's talking like she isn't lying. That's a new one.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Okay, come on. You were the one who was trading. Okay. So while technically these are things, I guess only specific people get specific contradictions. Although I guess it does streamline things a bit, because if both those people are like, oh yeah, no, we totally didn't do this trade. And then I was like, I went and talked to this guy. Yeah, I know you did the trade. And he's like, oh, well, okay, blah, 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 blah. Then what's the point of telling this guy if he doesn't have anything extra to add? What? What happened? Oh no. Did the government agents? Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Yeah, I know, cheese. I've got that as well. Surely it's not the government trying to hide the fact that they're watching you.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Packet of dried leaf. Okay, so he knows what Salvia Divinorum is when he makes it with his tea, but he doesn't know it just based like this, which I find odd, because how else is he making that tea?
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Showdown time with Ryan. Someone else could be making the tea, I suppose. Oh, dang. Cheese is going hard. Yeah, we've explored everywhere. Now for the showdown with Ryan. Hello? Dragon Raid? Oh. Apparently Duke Dice is okay with it. Why is it not letting you in? That's weird. It should be letting you guys in. Now this is part of the reason why I didn't really advertise this. It seems, oh, there might be a cap. I wonder if that's what it is. It needs to be under 1,000. Okay. Oh! The max that you can have is Leet, apparently. I can raise that, though. Let's raise it to 10,000. There we go. This way everybody can put in as much as they want. Although I don't know why it's saying just, hey, you joined with amount. That was the other issue I had. Is I could never get it to actually say the proper... what you joined with. Weird. But anyways, there you go. Now you guys can... yeah, next go, you should be able to bet up to 10,000. And don't forget, you can also duel each other too, with a exclamation mark challenge. Or there's a free-for-all as well. Events galore! Oh dang, that like popped off instantly. That was weird. Supposed to have a start delay of 2 minutes. Oh, look at that raid. Well done, everyone. Well done. All right, let's...
A few more questions, please.
It should just be dot exclamation mark FFA. And then for challenge, I think you have to like... ah, yeah. And I think you can type how much you bet. Trying to play. I don't know what you're talking about. Shush.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I
Who's
hear.
Dad?
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Yes, we did find out about that.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
Yeah, I messed him up good.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Okay, so there was the symbols. We have the hand thing. There's the mask that they use, which has circles, 2 moons. Circle, 2 moons. Yes, to the symbol mask.
Aha.
No, that's wrong!
Ryan, you've just told
That's
me
a
all about
lie.
the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer.
Yeah, okay.
It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Yes, so how do I bring it out of him? Guilt, self-doubt. Grooming, blah, blah, blah. Prove your life. They'll rob you of identity. There's something about... Because Atlas came up right after they disappeared, so there has to be something about this. Invented the phrase? Tell him about this. The selfie and his drink. Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Well, because it's chopped tea leaves, it looks like, is why. I think this is going to have to be one of them. Start at the top. No. Because he's obviously come in contact with them at one point. It's too convenient.
Aha. According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Oh, really?
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Boom!
Atlas.
What we thought.
Third Eye.
Ah!
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end to it. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually...
Yeah, it's funny that it really was the flyers.
As Atlas.
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James...
We never finished that trick.
You were now running Atlas.
Not unless he
I
came to
want
one
an
of our
endless
courses.
glass.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector.
It's a weird ringtone.
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Oh. Oh.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming.
Look at that chandelier.
He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector
That
Jenks.
voice.
I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big mad. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is.
Ooh.
But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, far away.
Okay, thank you.
Sounded a little meek at the end
Well,
there.
Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Weapons for headaches.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, so I can go back in after. That's fine.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Okay, because I want. I haven't done a proper save in a very long time. So I'm just concerned.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Obvious weird name for a cult. The Third Eye? I don't know what you're talking about.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out of the course and...
popped right down.
About 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Oh, he's got a very poker face. Just. I can't wait, you guys. I can't wait. We're going down the list, but I can't wait till we get to this. Oh boy, this is gonna be great. Will he do it with his same enthusiastic flair? And will he just sit there like, what the are you going on about, you little...
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
There's your yes, no, cheese.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
Oh.
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Oh, snap! Got a good point. And he's sitting there fingering it up like nobody's business.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
Liam.
I've no idea.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Not only just someone he doesn't know, but one of his students, Blitchy. One of his students. Oh, it's time. It's time.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
I was disappointed. Probably because he knows he can't get away with his flamboyant self with this guy. If he did that, he'd be like, "What? Ask me again when you've put on some big boy pants."
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
Big boy pants said, "Take that silly hat off in my house."
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine. Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh boy.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it? I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
Makes a good point. A lot of people just live by the law just because, you know, well, I don't want to go to jail. Otherwise, I totally would be up for just grabbing free stuff from the store shelves, walking on out, chomping this bag of chips. If it weren't for that threat of incarceration.
How well did you know Liam?
Who knows what kind of crazy stuff there would be.
His life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression. Is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
So you want to create something on the Liberty Bell? See how far you go with it? Yeah. Being drink, yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, uh-huh. Starting to debate with that on human behavior. Ooh, okay, Anna. Anna, hit me with it. Hit me with that debate. What we got going on here? Do you believe that people are inherently good and want to follow laws? Or are you debating that what I was saying that earlier there was more along the correct line, and that people just abide mainly by the laws? I mean, there are certain ones like murder and what have you, where I'll concede that, yeah, no, people are generally against that, because if it was open season for murder, it would be everybody would be way too paranoid, and we'd be too busy watching our own backs all the time, and we'd be very tribalized, small packs of people that only trust ourselves over, well, this other person could kill me at any time for no reason, versus something simpler like shoplifting or what have you. A big point, case in point, in my current city here, we have a very big shoplifting problem. There was, with the LC, the Liquor Control Commission place, they were so stupid. They went on to a news program and had stated that because they're talking about what they do to combat theft, or shoplifting, and apparently they're like, no, one of our policies is a hands-off policy. We don't do anything about it. We just take down the information and blah. And then as soon as people heard, like, oh, they don't try to stop me? They don't try to do anything? I can just walk in and grab it? I can link you some videos on Reddit. Suddenly, boom, we were getting mass, it was called mob thefts. There were groups of high school kids going into the liquor marts, just stuffing bags of alcohol and leaving. Just stuffing them and leaving. And everybody's just getting so angry. And so suddenly you started having people, good Samaritans starting to try to stop people, and then somebody got stabbed. So on. And then there's another one where they ended up getting drunk, and then so they took some swings at the it's not good. It's not good. There's some culture in regards to the rewards and punishment system for normal behavior. Yes, it definitely does. It really, for example, in tribes and stuff where everything's shared anyways, and this is where like more like communism comes in and so on, right? Where it belongs to the people, not one specific person. You find if everybody has an even amount of wealth, these are smaller tribes from back then, there wasn't as much to covet, so there wasn't as much theft and so on. And yeah, so no, I agree. Culture. There's different things, different stuff that's viewed higher than others.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage.
Oh dear.
We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs, all that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector, my house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Aside from being creepy, yeah, this is an interesting fellow. He's playing his cards very close to his chest.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes.
Everybody's saying to go talk to Rebecca.
She'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Ryan. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Ooh, that like.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course.
Wait.
We like to tell the students that success is the best drug.
He just said
Whether
that
you
Liam
buy into that, of course, is another matter.
was totally drunk in his course there.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Oh. These things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And Third Eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years?
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Okay, so there was this one. Alice doesn't allow drugs or alcohol. And then when Liam, he was talking about how he was drunk, he had that bottle with him, drinking all night at the seminar. He's drinking all night.
Aha.
That means he knows this happening all night.
So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Wait.
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
But wasn't
Whether
that
I
what
find alcohol
Ryan
at
was
Atlas
having?
or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway. That's all for the moment, thank you.
Alright, I guess we get to go look for the Atlas kitchen. Let's walk there. Discount Island rig. Oh gosh, yeah, you know what? That's right. I've recovered. Wait, somebody challenged me? What? When did I get challenged? Huh? I didn't accept anything. I'm so confused. Oof. Man, those are big monies there. Just tossing that around.
So the kitchen Must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true.
A DVD player? Oh boy. Try a DVD from the pile, sure. Atlas. Woo! Yeah!
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues.
You tell it like it is!
Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt.
Forget guilt.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins.
Preach!
Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society.
Screw the 1%!
I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be.
Yeah.
Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition.
You can do that?
Welcome to Atlas.
Yeah! Okay, somebody call that number for me right now. So, is there another one, or is this going to be the same one? Okay, looks like it's the same one. Okay. Oh, I have a search icon. Nothing in there. Nope, nothing in there. Oh, look at all this fancy plates. Oh, somebody put a plastic. Triple X.
Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to take a quick look at this. I'm ready to quickly change to a different scene if they do decide to throw porn on it. I mean, it's not rated M, this game, so I should be safe. Man, look at it. They're feeling up that coat. Something fierce. Baby, look at that wallet. Oh, yeah. Genuine leather. Love it. So good. Oh, what's in this pocket? Another wallet. 2 wallets in this one jacket? Jackpot, man. Hell yeah. Why would they video record that?
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Yeah, that's it wasn't just sitting out. I had to dig around. It was in a drawer. now we need to show it to everyone. This is the only thing of evidence I found.
Let yourself go. Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
I love how he just barges in.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by. Leave. Okay.
Well then. Jesus, just cleaning up. That was interesting. Make sure there's nothing new here. Nope. Okay. All right, well, that's that one. Is that later? Well, if so, that means I can go find that that other thing. No, remote control lock. The garage. I don't know. Yeah, so stuff appears to be happening. We're going to be lock life on. I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. Nothing new here. There's a wood entrance. Things again. Oh no, no! Back! Back! I want to go to the end of the path first. Nothing here. I almost feel like we're going to get drowned in this. Somebody's going to come after us.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Hey lady, what do you know about this Triple X DVD here?
Have you seen this before?
No? I don't think so.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Well, fine. Maybe I can't bid. Alright, well, nothing about that.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Be back later on!
Have you seen this before?
No.
Oh, you're right.
No, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy, sparks, weapons. Ah, curses cheese, why didn't you bet? I could have won so much. I could have won so much.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on
Remember
the
that
course
brainwashing they're
sometimes.
talking
It's just to help
about?
you get into the right frame of mind, you know.
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
That's interesting.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All hypnotism is technically hypnotizing yourself. Yeah, and well, that's actually something that I've... I went to a hypnotist in a comedy club one time. They were asking people to come up to the stage and all that. And that was one of the things they have to do is like, okay, first of all, you have to believe in hypnotism. You can't come up here not believing. It's not going to work on you, so don't bother. You have to come up with a belief. Because you can't be hypnotized otherwise, because you're going to be sitting there, you are going to be actively working against it. So it won't work. Yeah.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! The one that lives on Drury Lane? Ah, good times. Let's go along this path. Nothing here. I feel like something's going to happen to me at some point. Maybe it's just the music. It's getting to me. Okay, nothing in the pub. Gotta talk to the lady here. When is there going to be something in this restaurant? Maybe there'll be a murder.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them?
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Interesting.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Being a little too coy about that.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, we'll do Paul after, because he's the one who told... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, let's do the garage first. Oh, that's here now. That's right. There's the dead body. Found it right there. Oh my gosh, this is packed to the max.
So,
Guitars?
those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
Okay. Okay. Have to call the chief? No. Okay. Oh, dang. Cheese is going big. As a guitarist, but yeah, I know. Now suddenly
okay.
it's like, oh. Lovely.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay. Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. Then you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Christ, imagine the gathering. No, don't. Ah! Ooh, was roasted by the dragons. Ouch.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
You still got a lot of coins, though. Okay. All and Ryan both need to be asked about the DVD. Yeah, let's finish up with this DVD here. So let's go talk to Paul.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Seen this before?
The writing looks familiar, but no.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all?
Not anymore.
Not
So
anymore.
How was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
I'm sure he has some words about these guitars.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan? Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
That's interesting.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay, so we still need to talk about the DVD to Ryan. Maybe the seance stuff is done by now. Oh, son of a... Wait. Who's that?
The DVD! That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
All right, then. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was right after him, but he would have had to have called... I don't think he would have had enough time to call someone. Huh. But I mean... Kyle or whatever, yeah, I think it was looked kind of like that. But no, that's not enough. Hey, Evie, thank you very much for that, host. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful day so far. And welcome to everybody else who is viewing me through the host there. We're playing Contradiction tonight. We're going through a lovely murder mystery. Been a lot of fun so far. Okay, you know what? Geez, we're doing this. We're going to go accuse him. So far, yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I used to play games like this back in the day. So this is like right up my alley, and I love how so far
things, please.
There's no failing. I can kind of guess between things, try and find some contradictions and whatnot. I went and kind of guessed through one of them already. But the pacing seems to be quite nice as well, and how we're going through it. And more clues are appearing at a reasonable pace. After this, recommend shape-shifting detective. You can send me that as a DM or throw it in the Discord there, geez, under the story time. I'll take a look into that. Because yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So if this shape-shifting detective is like that as well. I'm also, after this, I want to be doing Phantasmagoria, so that's going to be a lot of fun. It's not as high quality as this because it's older. What?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner.
He said something
Comes
before.
at strange times, but then...
Because that's a bag from...
He's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Monarch costumes. That was... He's master from Monarch costumes. Okay, so he should know the bag then.
Aha.
Because if he's gone there...
Do you
and
visit
got the
Monarch
mask.
costumes a lot?
No. I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop?
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul,
I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know of somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you, the cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favour by getting it back.
He knows an awful
He
lot.
isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
So he's the pickpocket.
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask. No. I didn't steal from him.
Was he the one who got the gift then?
It's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul.
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now,
Infectious Madness of Dr.
you'd
Decker.
have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is?
That looks interesting.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
That one looks interesting, Evie. One of the actors? Okay. I'll have to add that to my list. I'm going to get a lot of these kind of games going, I guess. As the main character. Oh, okay. Okay. The things you haven't asked Simon. Yes, okay. Yeah, FMV games are a lot of fun. And when you get into them where they have a lot of really good acting, I mean, yeah, some of this is a little hammy and cheesy, but I like that. I'm one of those guys who enjoys watching B movies and so on.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Interactive book on tape, yeah. And that's... Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong things. There we go. Wouldn't know.
Seen this anywhere before? Nope.
He's always so... I like his nope. Don't bother. No clue. Alright, well, that's done.
That's it for now. Thank you.
Let's see. How's that? Talk to him. Off to Rebecca. And despite seeing these same images over and over again, it's still okay because it's short enough that it still gives me that feel that I am walking around doing stuff, even though it is the same thing.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Oh, how very kind of her.
Have you seen this before anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
That's an interesting
Something he did on the
question.
course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
When was the last party he threw?
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright, which leads us to over here, because it looks like we can't talk to Ryan at all.
A couple more questions, if that's okay? What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
It's something like that.
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Something dangerous?
Well, not dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like stealing from other students?
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway. And you're not allowed to do anything that would hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
It seems a bit odd for a business course.
It works, though.
Okay, but then why did that one girl decide that, oh, I'll have an affair? That's risky, and when you're not supposed to do something that'll hurt people. I was at first thinking that the suicides was those people trying to do something risky, and then they ended up dying. But if they're not supposed to do something that'll hurt others or themselves...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't think that works.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays, because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us.
With a record company?
And he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent. Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
You're right, cheese.
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
To Simon?
That's rough.
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah!
So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Okay, so Liam. Didn't know Liam very well. And then guitar collection. What would go for that though? Blackstone. Okay.
Aha.
Boom! You're both awesome.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem? I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Wait. The third item, Paul pulled the stunt. And then she said she was away. Was that under Liam's death? Because, Paul said that he did that event the exact same night that Liam died, but he didn't steal from Liam. Was this one?
Aha.
So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died?
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night?
No.
Emma. I think you better explain, don't you?
Ooh, again somewhere.
It was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Why?
He asked her out. Something he wouldn't normally do.
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And they all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
And what did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well, Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think that would have what caused the suicide. Because if nobody mentioned it?
I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
Yeah, because if that's the very first time, he might think it was something about that, right? I mean, yeah, he would have had to have known about it. Like, obviously, well, he owns a mirror, right? He's the murderer all along. Oh my gosh, we got That lake is actually Crystal Lake. He comes out every now and then and murders. But that is where we're going to be ending it for tonight. It looks like I think we're about halfway done. Excuse me, yeah, we're about halfway done. So that means we should probably be able to finish it on Wednesday. So yeah, no, this is... I'm really enjoying this so far. It's a really good one. Big man, tiny desk. I know. I'm sitting there, it's like, I seem really big behind this thing. I was trying to rush to get some new stuff for my stream. You know, freshen things up a little bit. And it just happened to be that, you know, that's... Still some work. I want to get some green screen on this. So this way, with the chair green screened out, this chair that's behind here would be there, and it would look like I'm sitting in that chair, as opposed to this being right here, and then I could actually size myself properly, and it'd be great. Hey, no problem. I'm happy to stream this, AV. This has been a really good game, and I am going to go look into this infectious madness of Dr. Dicker as well, because I'll probably be able to put more stuff in my list for cool stuff to play. Anyways, as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. If you had a lot of fun time, make sure you follow so this way you know when I'm going live, which will be this upcoming Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. As well as I'll be posting it on my Discord. You're disappointed? Not putting a DR. I mean... Oh, imagine if I got like a animated representation of everybody, of all my subs, as we go around as the trial thing and it spins around. Good times. Anyways, you all have yourselves a good night. We'll catch you later.